Okay, welcome to another episode of TC's Anything Goes. Now we continue with part 2 of soundproofing the Proton Inspira or Lancer 08 rebatch. Let's get to it. Okay, so to remove the back seat is 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here size. Still 14. It's either 14 or 17 mm. Okay, so to remove this, I think it's just one bolt here which is size 14. So once you remove the bolt, just pull it out, push it out, and it should come out. Same goes with that side. And then we have to remove the ISOFIX bolts as well as the seatbelt bolts as well. So I believe these are size 14 and probably 17 here. Next thing we need to remove is this panel so that we can remove the carpet along with others. So there's one screw there and one screw here, same as the other side. It's just held on by 3 clips. You just pull it up. Okay, so this is actually day 2. Earlier yesterday we ran out of time, the sun went down. So to release this carpet, first we have to remove the plastic trimming at the side here. So all these are actually held by clips only. So yeah, we'll just be pulling it off. It's the same on the other side, so I'm just going to show it on this side, alright? Okay guys, so that's the main carpet out, and these are just the foam that I put in previously that I'll be removing for the moment. Alright, so now that we have gotten all these things out, let's vacuum it. Okay, so there's some loose wires from all the audio installation last time when the carpet was still on, so I'll be cleaning that up right now. Alright, so what we'll be doing now is the first portion of part 2 interior, which is I'll be removing this, and I'll be soundproofing this portion here. Alright, to remove this there is just 14 mm, oh wait, hang on. Sorry, 12 mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts, alright? Okay, we'll be using the Caro Zero from Japan.
Been on the streets a few months. I'm trying to pick myself up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. And although my flaws had dragged me down on the coldest night, I'm still kicking around. Then I saw you back before my time was shortened. No, throughout my life you called me a renegade. Throughout my life you said we could start again, but I'm a renegade of your love. But I'm a renegade of your love. Renegade of your
No.
But I'm a renegade of your music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing.
Alright guys, that's the end of part 2. So for part 2 we have done the soundproofing for the Proton Inspira aka Lancer Rebadge floor pan. This is quite a massive part as well because it involved in removing majority of the interiors, and the main carpet was not easy because you have to remove the front seats, the back seats, the center console, and a few other things before we could actually remove the main carpet. And the main carpet itself is quite huge, so you have to actually fold it half and half again, so it's quarter before we can actually remove it from the door, from the car itself. Alright, so that took quite a lot of time. Putting it back actually takes longer, and I'll explain that shortly. Okay, so let's talk about the method used for the soundproofing. Alright, as you can see in the video, it's similar towards the to what I'm doing towards the end of part 1, whereby I'm using a mallet to actually mold the soundproofing material to the contour of the floor pan. Okay, so there's no difference in that, it's exactly the same, so just knock. I find that method to be very and highly effective. Alright, so next, yes, you probably see in the beginning of the video whereby I was removing the handbrake or e-brake. I unbolted it, put the soundproof on, and bolt back the handbrake. So So for that, I would suggest that the moment you remove it, you do that portion and then put the e-brake back immediately, because the moment you unbolt it, the e-brake is actually released. So yeah, get that done quick and then bolt it back in. That's for safety purpose. And okay, so yeah, my notes are here, so that's why I'm referring over here. Okay, so towards the end of the video, you can see that the video cut off before I assemble back the entire interior. I'm sorry, I did not keep track of the battery of my camera actually. So yeah, it has been recording the whole day, so even my power bank ran out of juice. So and the following day I need to use the car, so I have to actually assemble it fully. Basically assembly is the same as disassembling it. No difference, so there's nothing to take note of, it's just the same. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's talk about the time taken for this project. It took roughly about 6 hours, spent over 2 days. So I've actually removed the interior on the day before the soundproofing was done. That took about 30-45 minutes to remove the interior. Assembling back the interior took a bit longer, slightly more than an hour, because it's not as simple as just pulling it out and all. You just need to align it and then push it back in, because as you saw in the video, I put in insulations as well as sponges, so things might get a little bit thicker and it's a bit harder to actually clip back the clips. Okay. Yeah, most of the time was actually spent on measuring the soundproof material, then cutting it up, then pasting it, and then yeah, knocking it with the mallet. As you can see in the video, there's a lot of knocking. Alright, so yeah, let's talk about the material. I did not use stuff it, alright, because I finished my stock of stuff it in the part 1. So I reordered again a second batch, but the supplier told me that they are out of stuff it, but I could get a different brand, better soundproofing material. I just needed to add on a little bit more. Okay, so this is what was given to me. Carozira. Not sure how to pronounce it, but apparently it's from Japan, and from what I can see during installation is that it is indeed better than the stuff it. It's slightly thicker, it's easier to mold, and yeah, it gives me confidence that it is better than the stuff it, which makes me feel like doing part 1 all over again. But no, I'm not doing that. Alright, so cost wise, this is a bit more costly because of the amount of surface we have to cover. So for this, we use up about 6 and 3/4 of paste. I will say it's about 7 paste, okay, just to make it easy. So this material cost me 26 ringgit a piece. 26 ringgit a piece, so that's about 186 ringgit for 7 pieces. For 7 pieces. So that's about 40 USD. Yep, total cost about 40 USD. The sponge that you saw me using, that's no cost, because that's a very old stock that I have in the storeroom that I don't even remember how much I paid for it 10 years back. But the reason why I changed the sponge, as you can see in part of the video, is that the old sponge that I put in last time has already thinned out, meaning that it doesn't absorb as good already. So I replace it with a new one which is thicker. Okay. Alright, that's all I have to say. Yeah, stay tuned for part 3, and if you like this, you know what to do. If you don't like it, you can always hit that button and leave a comment on how we can improve further. Alright, and if you think your friend can actually benefit from this, Well, this doesn't limit yourself to just Lancers and Inspiras. The same method can be applied on any other cars. So you think your friends can benefit from it? Hit the share button as well, alright? Till part 3. Stay tuned.